All right, guys. So we are in week 5 of the Iran war, and you know things aren't looking great, guys, because we didn't want to be in this war to begin with. So we're not happy. Iran, however, is looking a little bit better than people expected. Well, I mean, we knew that this was going to happen because Iran is in Iraq. So this is a little bit different. Not saying they're better than us, but it's just a different stratosphere here. This is the hegemony of the Middle East. Iran is the strongest country. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the rundown by Nick Fuentes of how we got into this war, starting all the way from 2016 to kind of what the situation we're in now. And if you haven't seen this, this is like at the beginning of his show every day. But it's very important people see this because this is this is stuff that people don't know about. I'm just gonna be honest. You guys don't know about this stuff. You guys don't know the inside like that. You don't know the inside. You just know like surface level knowledge. I know I probably sound like an asshole right now. I probably sound conceited right now. But I'm this is for the sake of you guys. I'm trying to help you out. So let's watch.
How did we get here? This is not a timeline going back to 1948. What had just happened before the 2016 election? Barack Obama created the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the JCPOA, or the Iranian nuclear deal. And Barack Obama brought together China, Russia, Germany, France, the United Kingdom,
Wow.
and the United States and the European Union
Wow.
to enforce a nuclear deal
It's a lot of folks.
restricts Iran's enrichment of uranium. The early talks were conducted in secret, and the Israelis were furious about this. They
Yep.
hated Obama. Netanyahu went to a joint session of Congress and gave a speech in defiance.
Now, the Israelis are furious. People are wondering like why are they mad? Why would they be mad? Why would the Israelis be mad? They don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon, right? Oh, perfect. They don't have a nuclear weapon. They should be happy. We signed a deal to get them not to enrich uranium. Israelis should be the happiest if that's what this is really about.
Of the American president and its nuclear deal, and Congress gave 37 standing ovations. This is the background of Trump's first election. 2016 election happens. Trump gets elected with the help of the Israelis. You don't believe me? There's a whole article about it. It's an excerpt from James Bamford's book, Spy Fail. It goes into great detail about the hidden collusion in the 2016 election. It wasn't Trump and Russia. It was Trump and Israel.
Absolutely hidden for sure because I didn't know about this. I didn't even know that he had in 2024 in this last election, I mean, everybody knew about the 500 million from Mira Matelson, but 2016 too, that's what I'm saying, man. This is insider stuff right here.
And why was Israel so hell-bent on getting a Republican elected in 16? To scuttle the Iranian nuclear deal. And that's exactly what happened. That was the ask.
The United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Right. And why would we do that?
Donald Trump declares the IRGC, the Revolutionary Guard, which is the military of the regime, a terrorist group. Green lights that group for sanctions, for attacks.
When you deem them a terrorist group, now we're able to use the military to attack them. Right. So we had them sanctioned down. We had them unable to create nuclear weapons, unable to enrich uranium. We had that. Then we took it off. Then we declared them a terrorist group. Seems like we're on the offensive a bit here.
Now the United States is in a shadow war with Iran. It culminates by January 2020 in the assassination of Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was the architect of the axis of resistance. Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Soleimani built all of it. Are you starting to see? Obama had this solved. He made the deal. The Israelis hated him for it. They colluded with Trump to get him elected so that Trump would do maximum pressure and create a ladder of escalation, pulling us out of the deal, declaring the IRGC terrorists, then killing its leader, putting sanctions on the regime. This is a war that started a long time ago that Trump made hot in 2018 and has been going on for 7 years. That's the nature of forever wars. Just like in Iraq, which went from 1990 until today. Just like Libya, which went from 2011 to today. Syria, which went from 2011 to today. And Iran, which went from 2018 until today. That's the nature of forever wars. And if you're not paying attention to those underlying forces, you're going to fall for it again and again. You're going to be surprised and confused and coping over and over.
Yep.
And people are just tripping over themselves to do it again.
Yeah, pretty much. Beautifully put. So, do you understand it yet? Do you get the situation that we're in yet? Do you understand what we're in now? When we're talking about the Iran war, do you get it now? Now do you get it? Because I'm seeing a lot of people that supported Trump in 2016 because they saw, oh, he's going to make America great again, and he's against the Iraq war. Remember when he called Jeb Bush? He called out Jeb Bush at a debate or something, and he was like, yo, your brother got us in Iraq war. There was no weapons of mass destruction. Like, that was a lie. You guys lied us into the Iraq war. You guys are horrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is like taboo stuff. This isn't, and back in 2016 to say this is very taboo. This isn't like everywhere. So when Trump said that, it was like, oh, he's on our side. Like, he's one of us. Trump is literally one of us. Like, that's when everybody was like, okay, he won me over, because Trump really was like those 4chan, the far right, the America Firsters, the conspiracy theorists, the Alex Joneses of the world, the people who were against the anti-vaxxers, like the everybody. You know what I'm saying? Anything against government, period. Any person that was like fed up with the way the country was going, and which is like everybody, they all saw Trump as their savior, as their leader, because those are the talking points that he had back in 2016. Now, forward to 2024, it changed a little bit, because now, well, 2016, I guess he really wasn't trying to do. Oh, I don't know if he tried to do what he was gonna say. He was gonna do. I mean, if he was occupied the whole entire time, then it is what it is. But in 2024, it was a completely different campaign, because he was trying not to go to jail. You know, he was trying not to go to jail, and the Israelis, they at first didn't even want Trump to be the president. They were trying to fund somebody else. They wanted Nikki Haley. They wanted Marco Rubio. They thought he would be better, because, I mean, those are real puppets. Those are real puppets. Those are people that, I mean, they're just completely controlled. You know what I'm saying? So they would have had no problem. Trump, he's occupied and controlled, but he's a little feisty. You know, so also he's a little bit of a liability. He might there's an outburst here and there. You know, Trump's personality, he's fiery. You know, he's a dynamo. So they wanted Nikki Haley, they wanted Marco Rubio. They thought they would be better puppets, better mascots. You know what I'm saying? Better vessels for the influence. And that's Trump just came onto the scene, and you know, he was just his campaign was just so strong. He got shot, which of course changed everything. Um, fight, fight, fight. It changed everything. He went on podcasts. He went on Joe Rogan. He went on everything, and he was just a stronger candidate. And I mean, he was trying to really win the Israelis over because he needed to get out of jail. So yeah, that's kind of the background of that. And if you like that Nick Fuentes video, you saw his Rumble. You guys can go follow him. Follow him on Rumble. Watch his videos because he does have some good stuff. He does have some good stuff. And he is the only geopolitics guy that's really worth watching. Well, there's a couple others, but I mean, he's just right. So it's kind of easy just to watch Nick Fuentes because he's just right. So you could just watch Nick Fuentes and then you could just go on X or go anywhere and then you're just going to be the one with all the answers. You know? It's actually pretty fun to do. Like I do that. I just watch Nick Fuentes and I go on another platform and then I'm just like beating everybody in a debate in an argument. And they're like, no, but Trump said he was going to do it. It's like, he's not doing. Has he done mass deportations? Okay, right. Laura Loomer called him up after he said, and then he bombed Iran. That's crazy though. Like, what's it called? After Donald Trump bombed Iran to start the war, he called up Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer, like the crazy psycho girl that was like jumping in people's windows, that had 3,000 facial surgeries and Botox and fillers, that looks like the mask. She called her, the Jew, called her and was like, hey, you see what I did? Aren't you proud of me? Blah, blah, blah. Which is just insane, you know, because people are kind of thinking that Trump is their guy, but he's not. Trump is not their guy. Trump is not our guy. Trump is their guy. He's not really on our team, you know, so this is where we start to get into the which is another Fuentes position, which is voting Democrat in the midterms to destroy the Trump administration. So in 2028, we can build something that is fresh, that is new, that is real, which just makes perfect sense. Once again, like I said, is right. And then another thing I like about him, he has solutions. He's solution based. It's not just like it's not just like okay, um yeah, Trump said he's going to do this, he's not doing it. We're not getting these. America sucks. America is this, we're controlled, we're occupied. He doesn't just say that. He's like, so this is what we need to do. We're going to go to Ohio. We're going to go to the midterms. We're going to go here. We're going to march. We'll be in Charlottesville. We'll be here in this day. We're going to go on Twitter. We're going to tweet this. We're going to make these videos. We're going to do it. Like, he's solution based. He is call to action based. You mess around, watch one of his live streams, watch one of his shows. Next thing you know, you're like running for city council in a week. You know, like it's that type of thing. It's a real movement. So, I mean, yeah, geopolitics, you should tap into him. But that's just one facet of this, life maxing that we're doing, because we're doing life maxing. We're trying to improve our life all around. And that's just one facet. So we got to know what's going on in the world. We got to know how to eat right and get a good diet so we can be as handsome and sexy as possible. You know, we got to know what they're putting in the food. We got to know what to avoid, what to buy. We got to know how to better our communication skills, better our charisma. We got to look better. We got to do everything because the world is like split up into two things: the good side and the bad side. And the good side and the bad side are going at it right now. And if you're on my side, the good side, you're on our side, then we need to get as strong, handsome, sexy, influential, and powerful as possible so we can win. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. I'm on Kick. I'm on YouTube, TikTok. I'm going live on TikTok all the time. So we'll see you guys soon.